We are going to be having a lot of finals here. We won't have all of the finals here. And junior male minus 48 kilogram.
Derek Kwok in blue and Matsui in red from Japan. Derek Kwok has just aged up into the junior category. He won our cadet nationals last year in 2014, but now he's turned 15. So now it's time for him to move up to the bigger boys.
Kwok is the #1 seed in this competition, so even though he's with the bigger boys. Matsui, this is a semi-final. Ryuta Matsui of Japan. And that's one of the good things, although this is an age group category, we are seeing quite a few fighters from abroad. I've seen Danes, Swedes.
Yes.
You know, Puerto Rico obviously is a little bit more local, but Japan certainly isn't local.
No, and it's good. It's good to see other countries are investing in their youth, and so they bring them. You know, you come all this way, you might as well allow them. Even though there are no world ranking points, there still is the invaluable experience that they gain by competing at a competition of the highest level.
And there are a few athletes here who actually competed yesterday in the G2 event, who are obviously very young and just getting through, and you know, have come for this event. And you see
that a lot with the girls. Usually, there are a lot more more cases of girls competing in both juniors and seniors than there are males. Now there will be some, but by and large, it's usually the ladies who, because of their body type and body structure, they can make that transition from juniors to seniors.
Yeah, we're going to have a card here.
So I think Derek did. There's a kick that is prevalent in Taekwondo now, which I really don't like, because I don't think it is a clean Taekwondo kick, where the opponents are together in a clinch, and then one opponent will bring the bottom of his foot up against the side of his opponent.
Yeah.
And I call it the monkey kick, because it really looks non-Taekwondo-ish.
Yeah.
But, you know, people are opportunists, and they're always looking for a way to score a point.
Yeah.
So I think the Japanese coach is playing his card, saying that if Kwok got a point, he got a point while holding, so that he committed an infraction, which led to him being able to score a point. And we're getting a nice view of a Hogu.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful, beautiful Hogu.
Unfortunately, he's
standing right in the perfect spot.
And we don't have a manned camera down there, so we're not able to see what's happening. This is the final day of action here from Orlando, Florida.
Right.
Everybody's on planes back home from early morning. And I think we've all had a really good time.
Oh, it's been an absolute blast.
That one's been rejected. So we're back to 2-1 to Matsui. We're still just halfway through this bout, though. So there's no panic stations yet for the young American. These are all 15 to 17-year-old age groups,
correct.
aren't they?
That's
throughout
correct.
the whole event, the whole day. Just lots of different weight categories.
Right, we have 10 male and 10 female categories.
Yeah.
And it does make for would be a long day, but there aren't that many competitors. That's how we're already up to finals in a lot of rings. Oh, Matsui got a point for the punch.
Yeah. Yes, we're not going to be able to cover all the finals. We are in the hands of the organisers here as to what they put onto the main court. We have made our requests, but we're powerless. And
that's largely due to the fact that it's the last day. And so we don't want to drag this out any longer. And then we're starting to lose referees and court members of the tournament committee who have to leave today.
Yeah.
So we want to, finish the day as early as we can.
Absolutely. There's a lot of packing up to be done. And,
exactly, because all of this equipment has to be broken down. This room was absolutely empty.
Yeah.
So the flags have to come down. Flooring has to come down. Kwok is trying to chase him into a corner.
And that'll do for the second.
Let him out. So he's down 3-1.
So what's your experience been like today? I've seen you walking out there with you obviously drew your straws, and some lucky guys and girls managed to get the benefit of Coach Nelson.
Well, I don't know if it was a benefit. I did get to coach some of our junior national teams. I am working with the youth program with USA Taekwondo. So I coached 2 of our athletes, 2 of our up-and-coming future stars. We were unsuccessful in one, and we got a bronze medal, won a few matches with the other.
Right.
So, of the 2, we got, as long as we got some medals.
Yeah.
As a national team, we want our athletes to come here and get the experience. And if in getting the experience they can get a medal as well, then it's a win for everybody.
Yeah.
But I reminded one of the athletes that the U.S. Open isn't the goal.
Oh, that's a head kick.
Beautiful spinning kick to the face.
And Quack, who's done relatively little in the first 2 periods, has suddenly opened up.
Now, Derek Kwok is a 3rd-round fighter. So I actually had my cadet athlete fight him in the finals last year.
Yeah.
And we were winning the first 2 rounds, and a different Derek Kwok came out in the 3rd round.
Right.
And took the fight to another level. So he doesn't mind waiting, much like we've seen the last couple of evenings.
Yeah.
The 3rd round is usually the deciding round.
Yeah.
It's the money round.
Yeah, if you fight well in the 3rd, you're usually going to win the tie. There's a cracking bout happening over
Right,
court
it doesn't
2.
matter if you lost the first 2. If you win the 3rd one by a big enough margin.
Yeah. And it looks
so now we're at under a minute, and Kwok has a 2-point lead.
Yeah, looks like Quack has stored a little bit of energy there in those legs, and he certainly shocked his opponent. And of course, this Japanese opponent wouldn't know that this is a guy who likes to come out in the 3rd.
Right, because he's never seen him before.
Yeah.
And this is his first foray into the junior competitive ranks.
Yeah. So the black book on some of these kids is like 1 page. And